Hi everyone, I'm Cecily and welcome to my channel, The Lovers Astro and Tarot. This video is for any of the beautiful Tauruses out there for the month of November 2018. I am having a special this month. It's $30 for 15 minutes. My specials usually go pretty fast, so be sure to reserve your spot if you're interested. Now, here is your sneak peek for the month of your November love life. Now, Taurus, the first card that you received is the Four of Swords in reverse. So let's talk about the Four of Swords in the upright position first. The Four of Swords in the upright position means your love life is kind of on a rest. It's kind of in a lull. It's kind of in a slow place. So if you're single, it's saying you're not really feeling too great about it. If you're in the middle of a situation, or if you are in a relationship, you may have decided to take a break, or you haven't talked to that person in a long time, but there's definitely some distance in between your head and your heart and communication right now. Now, when you get the card in reverse, it's basically saying all of that is trying to come to an end. You're in a space where you're ready to get over that hump. So you've kind of done all the work to climb up the hill of either staying away from that person that you should no longer be talking to, or you're ready to, depending on the situation, because this is a general reading, or you're now in a position where you're ready to start communication because you're realizing it was unnecessary. But it's definitely communication coming back into your mind, where last month you were probably in a position where you're like, you know what, I need a break. And being single, it's also okay too. It basically says you're in a place where you're kind of burnt out and you're not really interested in thinking about your love life to the point where you're ready to get up and do anything about it. You're kind of just okay with being where you're at. And that's okay. You know, everybody needs that type of break. Now, let's talk about the person that you're interested in or taking a break from. So this card came up as the Princess of Cups. Now, Cups cards are very emotional. They usually represent a water sign, a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. It doesn't have to necessarily be their sun sign. It could be their moon or ascendant. But sometimes even more, it represents the way that they're feeling in terms of the relationship. And cups are usually positive. The only thing that I can say about cups cards in terms of the negative is sometimes love can be fickle. But the real emotion is actually there, which is important. So this person is someone who has feelings for you, but maybe those feelings at the moment in the past were not as strong as they could have been, not strong enough to pull through, not strong enough to make the relationship into something that you wanted it to be. But the positive news is, here is this King of Cups, and this King of Cups kind of saves the day. So what this is saying is you're in a space where this person is growing. This person is getting to a point where they understand the dynamic between the two of you, or you're in a space where, if you're single, where you were thinking about love in a small way in terms of the Princess of Cups, and now by the end of the month, you'll be thinking about love in a big way, getting to a point where you're ready to make some sort of move, ready to open your heart back up. Because the King of Cups is actually very powerful in terms of love. And King's cards also talk about taking action. So if you're trying to decide whether you're going to communicate with somebody, I would say that communication would probably be towards the end of November for you. If you're single and you're not in a relationship, this says that somebody can come into your life when you're in a space where you're not really interested, but over time it can actually grow to be somebody who you can really tell is emotionally available and ready to commit to you or to really fall for you. So those are definitely beautiful things, Taurus. So keep that in mind throughout the month of November. Hopefully you'll be open to it by the time things, go your way. So let's see what your outcome card is. I love it when they fly out of the deck. Okay, King of Swords. So, Taurus, either you're in a space where you were taking a break and then you have multiple suitors come up for you, or you're in a space where this person has decided to come back. That person that's on your mind while you're taking this break has finally grown up emotionally, and now they're at a space where they're rushing back in, because the King of Swords is, I'm back. I'm here to save you. I'm here to communicate. I'm here to talk. So that's definitely a good sign if you have taken a break from somebody, if you're in a space where, it just wasn't working out before and you needed that time. It is now going to turn around. You are now going to be on the opposite side of the coin. Now, keep in mind, this is just a general reading. Everyone's reading is going to be slightly different depending on their own emotional, connection to someone, and that's something that we would have to do for a personalized reading. But it looks like good news, Taurus, in terms of you moving forward in your love life if you were feeling a little bit of a hiccup towards the end of October. So thank you guys so much.